What's up, guys? The DNA is back in the lab. Episode 15, 16. One of those where every week I forget what episode we're on. But we're back. Our legacy, our beliefs, our show. I hope y'all liked last episode with the homeboy Bubba. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you. This week, man, we're just freestyling it, man. There's a few things we want to get into a little bit. Obviously, we're going to start off with wine. And I forgot to pick up the wine, Anthony. So, luckily, I had some reserves of California Roots Moscato that Anthony bought last time. I actually bought some, too, a while ago. So, we're going to rock that round two. And that was actually good.
You brought that poison, the show that never aired.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that was the good stuff. So, Ant, open that up, Ant. Give me a little bit of that.
All right, I'll hook you up, bro.
How was work this week, man?
Work was work, man. How was your weekend, bro? You guys went out of town?
I did. We did a quick day trip to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Did some hiking with the fam. A little bit of shopping. Had a good time, man. We haven't been out for a minute because this virus. Well needed.
Well, bro, I went camping.
Anthony, I don't see you camping, man.
I went camping, bro. I mean, I went tent camping.
Tent camping? Did you sleep on an airbed?
Airbed, man. Yeah, that shit was hurt. The first night was all right. The second night, oh no. So me and my boys.
Have you ever camped before?
That was like my third time camping.
I know, because we've asked you a few times in the past, and you've never gone.
I'm getting out of my elements.
Good for you, sucker.
So check this out. So we go camping, right?
Yeah.
And I got my boys with me, my two boys, and there's a creek. You know, there's a creek. So we got like a little.
What's up, man?
You like that shit?
I do.
All right. So we got like this raft, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 3-man raft type deal. So we get on it, and they say you can go down this creek.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then so we're going down the creek, and you know, we're coming around the bend and whatnot, and we're out there, me and my boys, and there's this big house sitting off way back, and there's these, you know, two people out there. They're Caucasian people. And I start talking to them. I was in the raft, you know, and they look at me, and I guess since I'm a black dude, they figure I'm a Democrat. So they're like, "We're Democrats," and I'm like, yeah.
They're scared of you, dude.
No, they weren't. And then as we were like going, they were like, "Black Lives Matter." Yeah, and I was like, "Well, thank you." They did, thank you. These rich folks, these are rich Caucasian people that believe my life matters, right?
Man, you know what? Kudos to them.
Well, so anyway, so we're going down this creek. You know, we're going down.
Yeah.
And then as we're going, we look over to the left and far away. We look at these people and they're waving at us. And we're like, "Hey!" And my youngest son was like, "I don't think they're waving at us. I think they're like warning us about something." I was like, "Man, just relax." Remind me, we don't have vests on. We're just going.
Dude,
we're just going down this creek, and it's like, you know, it's going pretty. You know, the creek couldn't be no more than like 8 feet, whatnot. But the starting to push us real well. And there's a bridge. And this one woman pulls out in front of the bridge, and she's like, getting ready to cry, "Get out the water! Get out the water!" And we're like, "What?" She's like, "It's a drop-off."
Oh, no way,
It's a drop-off. And we're like, "Nah, it ain't a drop-off." So we keep going, and she was like, "It's a drop-off." And I was like, "Nah." Then my wife and those guys pull up in the truck, and they're like, "It's a drop-off."
So what happened?
The drop-off's the drop-off's probably less than like 10 yards away.
Did you get out of the raft into the
we jumped off the raft and started like swimming towards the side.
What about the raft? Is that a go?
We still had it. We could like touch a little bit, whatnot, but we're like right there, like 10 feet
from the drop off.
From the drop off.
So how big was the drop off? Would you guys been okay if it went over? If you went over?
If we would have held on to the raft, but if we wouldn't, man, I would still been tumbling underneath there right now.
Holy shit, dude!
And so we jumped out the water. We got to the side and we ended up climbing up, and we were all right. So that was my excitement for the.
Man, dude, but you got out with the boys, man. That's
yeah,
what's up,
yeah. Got out with the boys, man. So
that's one thing. That's one thing that I think is as right now during this time, and as dads, man, we got to make sure we're slowing down a little bit and doing some things with our boys, man. Like being intentional with some of this time we have, man. I feel like with all this craziness, man, and I'm sure other people are feeling the same way. I feel like it's crazy, and I'm still working. I feel like I'm sometimes hustling, and a little too much, where I'm not slowing down, and I should be spending a little more time, like intentional time with my boys, man. Right now, but I feel like it's just like a chaotic time too, where I'm like scrambling too. Like I'm in this mode where I'm trying to scramble and do stuff, and then I'm falling short at a few places at home. And it's like just this weird feeling of this kind of chaotic feeling, and I don't know what it is, bro. It's just everything is going on in the world or something, man.
The world's just, we're in the twilight zone it comes to a part, but I think as people are Washingtonians, some of us has felt it, but it's coming, man. It's coming. Before this year's up, we've been lucky,
right, where we're at. We haven't really felt the brunt.
Right. I mean, we've been bailed out with the stimulus packet. We've been bailed out with the the $600 for the unemployment a lot of people have. Yeah. And they're going on. I guess there's negotiations. I guess the Senate they're having a hard time passing a bill, but I think it's gonna get crazy, man. This year ain't up, man. 2020 is a crazy year, man.
It's so crazy, man. I was thinking, man, this is gonna literally be like what's the word I'm looking for? 2020 is gonna be like a coined term in the future when shit hits the fan or something bad happens, and you're gonna be like, shit, that was 2020, man.
2020.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that, bro.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy in the gym yesterday, and we were talking about just how freaking weird this time is, man. Like everything. And you said Twilight Zone. It's just like, man, we just can't wait to get out of 2020.
Right.
Like everything is just so freaking, like I couldn't imagine anything to be like it is.
Yeah, 2020 is one of those years. It's like either it's a love or it's a hate relationship with people.
Damn, dude, that's fucking weird.
It's like, dude, I love that guy or I hate that dude.
Yeah,
that's just kind of where we're at right now. So, I mean,
man, I was talking with Daff earlier, and we'll get a little bit on a politic point, but isn't it weird, man? I feel like politics, like with the whole Trump, how he was elected, and since he's been, it's like we've created a precedent now, and how I kind of feel like politics are going to go for a while. One, I think how he got elected is just like brash, say random bullshit, rally people like in a negative way, but get them all fired up and excited, even though you really don't plan on doing much for people. You don't have any strong policies you're pushing out, agenda and stuff. You got that aspect, and then the other aspect is, it's like there's no common ground, and it's almost like I'm not a Trumper. I don't like how he runs the country. I don't like how he leads, but I feel like Democrats are doing no favors for people that are or in the middle, because I'm not a Democrat or Republican, right? I'm probably more liberal than anything, but it's almost like anything Trump says, they go the farthest opposite to the left, right? And it's like, man, you're going way too far over here where I can't even buy into that shit neither.
That's true.
Isn't it weird how and then Democrats say something, then Republicans are going to go way back over here, and it's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Right.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, man. That's where it's at. That's the thing is that they were saying Ronald Reagan would be considered a liberal in this administration, bro. I mean, I realize, man, you don't have any power except your vote, man. And if you didn't vote, you shouldn't have anything to say. Yeah. But right now, man, there's so much stuff going on right now to where, it's like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's wild. I just can't believe we're like, to me, the Democrats aren't doing themselves a favor neither. For somebody that's, most people, I mean, they're stuck on their side no matter what. But if you got normal, rational thinking people like myself, I'm thinking like, dude, man, you guys, even though I do want to vote for you because I want to get this guy out of office, I can't buy into half the shit you guys are doing. But I'll call him on the bullshit. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't fucking...
Well, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what are you doing, dude? Like,
right. But that's the thing is that it's the way that things are done right now. People don't know what they are. They say that they're a liberal because they believe that a woman has a choice, But there's a lot of people that are consider themselves Republicans that think that a woman has a choice. You know, there's a lot of thing is that if a man raped my daughter and she was pregnant, she should be able to go get abortion for that.
Yeah.
For that rape.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what I think.
Yeah. I think.
And then some people, that's the whole deal. So if you say, oh no, she needs to have that baby, then you probably want to consider yourself a real conservative person in that topic.
Yeah.
You know,
I think, to me, it's like common to me, right? And so that topic right there is a divisive topic in my own house, right? Because my wife is like pro-life, 100%, right?
Right.
I'm pro-choice, right? And even me being, you know, in my like stronger in my faith and stuff, sometimes that's kind of frowned upon, being pro-choice, because they believe. Right. But I just believe that a woman should have a choice. Now I feel people abuse it, and there probably should be some tweaks to how they do it. And I believe the system abuses and manipulates young women to getting abortions too. Right? There's proof in that. But I think if you go away from it, I feel like you go back to like the 50s, back when like people were having abortions in basements and alleys, and then you just create an unsafe environment for legitimate abortions, right? Right. So I don't know. That's a touchy.
Yeah, that's that. But that's the thing is that you got to realize to where you got to put yourself in the shoes of that individual, and there's a lot of people that would consider themselves hardcore conservative, you know, Republican type people until their kid has a baby at the age of 13, and they're saying, "Oh no, we need to abort that because my kid needs to live their life."
Yeah, and then the funny thing is, people like that. You're right. They'll do that behind closed doors. People don't know. Right. And then they'll still be pro-life against abortion. Right. That's the weird thing too. People
it's been a hypocrite, because the whole deal is that if you don't have control, basically if you don't have control of it, I wouldn't really worry about it. Like the whole thing is that the Republicans aren't really big on, you know, gay marriages, whatnot. Yeah. But when their kid becomes gay, it's kind of like, oh, I think that, you know, it's okay. So the whole deal is that if you don't believe in gay marriages, you probably want to put yourself again over there in that you know, that conservative deal, but you have no control of that. So you're putting yourself in these positions of those are just two. There's several other ways how it works, man. You know?
No, I agree.
And a lot of people don't know. A lot of people,
and I'm more like, I'm just honestly, bro, like, why can't more people just be like, hey, whatever makes you happy, do it. If it's not affecting me personally, we should be okay with it. Like, I feel like fucking, 2020, like, we should just allow people to be who they are, make the choices they want to make, do what they want to do. If it's not affecting me in a negative way, so be it. Yeah. So be it, man. This world would be a lot better place if we just live our lives for us, ourselves, make sure I'm happy first, right? And then if I'm happy and I'm true to who I am, I can be then a better person to my family and my home, which makes them better, and then we're just happier and better. But I think some people want to control so much shit.
Yeah, it's about
what the fuck, man.
Well, that's the thing is,
back
bro.
Up, fool.
I think that our problem is in America, and there's a guy I work with. He was from Canada, right? And I was talking about healthcare and all these different things, and he was like, "Hey, man," he was like, "Anthony," he was like, "You Americans are just greedy, bro." And you know what he told me? And I had to come back the next day and ask him, like, what do you mean? He says, "You Americans are selfish and greedy, and you guys like to look down."
Yep.
And so I was like, what the hell did he mean? So the next day I came back and I was like, "Hey, man, you said we like to look down. He's like, "What do you mean by that?" He says, "You guys never look up at who's making the most money on who the problem could be. You guys always look down." He says you have people from, middle class are all looking down on this type of class, and this class is always looking down at this. So at the very end, you got that one guy in the mall saying, "Yeah, hey, I saw this girl in there, and she pulled out her EBT card, and she had a whole bunch of groceries in her car, and she went outside and jumped in on a Mercedes Benz, some shit like that." And it's kind of like, well, that's people are looking down. Yep. And so when you look down, you want to put yourself in a class, man. Yeah, we're judgmental, bro. Yeah. And then it's like we ask, we don't need a handout, motherfucker. Sometimes you need a handout, man. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a handout, man.
I guarantee, man, like, people bash the system and people in the system like that, but I guarantee you most people, the majority of people, man, just need a helping hand, just need a little bit of help, right? Because I know I was at a point in my life too, like all of us young parents and stuff where, man, I make this much money, but I'm really trying to take the next step in my life to get to here. And if I got a little bit of help, if there was a program that was there to help me get to this level, I'd make the next leap in my life, in my adulthood, and gaining something to be proud about. But we have a system that's going to be like, no, but you know what? But if somehow you lose that job, come back, and then we can help you. Right. It's like most people just need a little bit of a help for a short amount of time to get to the next level in life. And we need to have programs like that, you know what I'm saying, that aid in taking the next step.
Right. And I think we are kind of there to a certain point. But you have a world that is closed-minded when it comes to some of this stuff. A lot of these people out there, they just think that if you're Mexican and black, you can get these programs, and if you're a person that's white, you can't get them. And it's like those days are gone, man. Yeah. You know, those days are gone. It's going off of money, bro. So if you're looking at, things if you're looking at things that way, then you probably are a closed-minded person, bro, and you probably won't be changed, man. You know, so. I don't know, bro. I mean, it's
random shit. Hey, we're freestyling tonight. We're freestyling. Hey, I want to get on something though, man. So NBA's back. I'm super pumped about having the NBA back. It's a little funky how they have it, but I'm loving it. I'm digging it. That's what we do, you know. I like the fact too that they have a commissioner and a league, and pretty much the league all in solidarity. The majority, all but 3, I believe, players and one coach, have kneeled for the national anthem, which I think is just powerful. I think, like, you know what? Whether you're white, black, whether you believe in only blue lives matter or all lives matter, I think if we could all just come together, which I believe like the NBA is doing, just for one common cause, like there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, black lives do matter. But they all take a knee, they do it. I think it's great. You have the president again coming in, making this a political thing when it's not, right? He pretty much says, "Oh, if they're kneeling, you know, I don't support that, and I turn them off. I don't watch it. Like that's an embarrassment to our country." Dude, do you get to a point and dude, can Trumpers get to a point where they're just like, dude, get over it already? Like, I want people that are pro-Trump just to be like, dude, like enough of politicizing. Kneeling for the anthem has nothing to do with politics. Why does he freaking make it about politics all the time? And why do people fall for it?
Well, that's the thing is that you got your rich Trump fans, and you got your poor Trump people, and the ones that care about the flag and shit like that. Those are the poor ones. Those are the poor Trump fans that are basically out there. You got the rich ones are like, hey, this guy can help my stocks go up. He can help my 401k and my investments go up because he's not going to get taxed like these other guys. So I'm all right with him on this. So I understand these guys are kneeling. I really don't care about that, really. But it's the ones that are feeling like this world is being taken over by Mexicans and the blacks are rioting and Antifa's out doing that stuff. Those are the ones that care about those things. But a lot of them have been awakened by the George Floyd deal saying, oh, okay, now we've seen what the guy Cap was doing. Yeah. Now we got it now. But then the narrative is always being changed. Somebody's always changing the narrative to make it seem like. But I don't think really many people are going to fall for this.
Yeah,
I'll be surprised.
To me, it seems like, you know, and I could be wrong, but to me, it seems like he's just doing it again. It's that time of year.
Oh, yeah, he's can. Yeah,
I'm just going to do my thing. This is how I won last time. Mm-hmm. You know, so he's going to do it all over again. I'm like, bro, like, I just think we need strong leadership where you realize, like, hey, man, you know what? This isn't about politics, man. This is about life. This is about life and death. This is about people that have been, you know, treated unfairly for a very long time. And just stand up for it and say, you know what, guys, you may not agree wholeheartedly with what's going on, but Black Lives Matter, and I support them. What they're doing is peaceful. They're protesting peaceful for a positive change. You know, I'm like, that's the leadership we need, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? Get off that bullshit,
but
man.
Bro.
And how come Trumpers can't see that? And be like, yo, like, give it. But they're on the bandwagon again. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it.
I don't understand.
Fucking disrespectful, dude.
Well, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing is that a lot of people it's a deeper deal. A lot of people just say, hey, this guy was this rich guy who basically got this one. If you know the Trump story and you know everything about him, he's not the guy that he's trying to be, you know. Yeah. And so there's I read the book. What is it? Enough is Too Much, or Enough is Too Much by his niece. I think that's what it is. Enough is Too Much, or Is Enough Too Much? But his niece, she wrote a book, and it gets into the family about how he was the dad was pretty mean, and he knew how to get around it, and he was just kind of a scared person. So the whole deal is that we have a spoiled brat running. He's a spoiled dude, man. I mean, everybody knows that one spoiled rich kid whose parents gave him everything. Well, now amp that up by fucking 100%. And that's who's running the country right now, and he can't.
Doesn't it seem like, bro? Like that's literally, you said it perfect. That's what I see when I watch him, dude. When I watch him I watch his stuff on TV because it's literally hilarious. Like, I laugh my ass off. I just watched his BBC interview with the Australian reporter, and I'm just like, but it's just crazy to me that people just can't see that, dude. Like, I see it every time he talks when it's like me. I did this. I did. You don't. That's boasting like a little kid would do, like a little spoiled kid.
But you have to understand the rich people feel like, hey, we don't care what he's saying.
You know, I did this. You know, I did this.
But that's the thing is that clearly they don't care about the race. They don't care about the social issues. They don't care about this dude's making me money. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. So they're okay with that. Yeah. But then you have the poors. The poors feel like America's going against them, and a lot of the people that support them are thinking that America's turning from being this way to this way, and they want to keep it this old way. Yeah. So they feel like it's being taken away from them. So the race things that he tries, the dog whistles will be, you know, the things that he says is kind of like, it fills them like, yes, he's saying the things that I'm not saying. I can't say it because I'll lose my job, whatnot. And then you have the rich over here saying, well, this dude's making me money. So you got, that's the way it is, man. We're in a position to where when you're dealing with this guy, you're dealing with people that are poor, that he says he doesn't say anything when they do things, or he's like, hey, you know, if you're a pedophile, you know, I wish you the best. You know,
that's funny to me too. That whole thing there, that's funny because listen, man, and people obviously, you hear me talk and you hear us talk. We're not the biggest Trump supporters or fans, right? I'm not a Biden supporter, by the way, neither. Mm-hmm. I'm not. So just so you know, like, I will call out. I've never liked one. I think he's fucking senile. Like, right now, the dude is. Listen, this dude can't even hold a conversation, right? So I'm calling him out too. I haven't never been a fan of his policies. He's created policies that have affected minorities in a major way. I believe, you know, racist. His speeches. He plagiarizes as many speeches, man. Like, he's touches people, girls and kids in a weird way.
Yeah, he is.
Right? Man. I call it the bullshit. My thing is with people that are on Donnie's side, like, they want to call out. I see it all over social media. They call out Biden as a predator and like touching little girl. I'm like, dude, listen. I'm not disagreeing with you, but your man Trump actually has cases against him for this stuff, right? He has had lawsuits against him. Has had charges, or not charges, but you know. And on top of that, there's dozens of pictures floating around with him with his best friend.
Yeah,
Epstein and Maxwell, but they Trumpers, you know, conveniently forget about that. And they'll say nothing about that.
Yeah, and that's the thing
all out is bullshit.
Yeah, call them all out, bro. It just lets you know where we're at in America. We got these two old motherfuckers that's running for president, and it's like, really, man? You know, this is what we're doing. We're dealing with these two old dudes, man, and they can't even. These guys should be in like some old folks' home, arguing over some shit, or in like grumpy old men in the backyard, type stuff. And these guys are gonna run our country. No, this is what we're doing.
Bro, I swear to God, man. Listen, whether you're a supporter or not, or you got to admit, dude, that other countries are looking at us right now laughing, dude, as we crumble, as we fall apart, and we have this type of leadership. Man, I'm voting for The Rock, man. The Rock needs to vote or become a candidate next time, man. I'm voting for The Rock. Hey, so I got a question, though, for you, Ant, regarding kneeling for the anthem. We have boys. They play sports. We have minority boys. We have boys that are strong-minded. And we encourage them to stand up for what they believe in. What if your boys, you have 2 high school students this year. Mm-hmm. What if they said, as being black and native, they decide this year, like for their sporting events, that they want to kneel for the national anthem? Are you going to support that? How does that conversation go in your household? And what if the coaches want to not allow them to, and if they do, that they can't play, or there's some type of negative repercussion? I don't know. Do we have to deal? We'll have to deal with that when it comes. But would you give me so hypothetically?
I would support my boys and say, hey, this is the consequence that's going to happen. That if you this is what the coach wants. I mean, that's the way it is, man. Mm-hmm. So I'll support my boys no matter what, because when it comes to this, it's to me it's too much what's going on right now. And my whole deal is that I'm just in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
I'm just in Walmart, and I'll get back to what you're talking about. I'm in Walmart, just minding my business on Friday, bro. And then this dude comes in. He's a hardcore Trumper, bro. He's got the Trump shirt on, the Trump hat on, and he's got his sidearm next to him, right? And he comes up, and he's just talking to me, just like, Adam, hey, what's going on? So-and-so. And he just starts talking about all this George Soros, and I was like, hey, I let him talk for a while.
Deep in that stuff sometimes.
And I just let him know, dude, George Soros, I was like, bro, you're like 5 years behind, bro. This George Soros thing is fucking old in the deep state. Yeah. That shit was going on when Obama was going, right? And so but I let him talk, and he was like, oh, they say Trump's racist and this, and I just looked at him and said, man, you know what? Trump's a fucking idiot, bro. Yeah. The stuff that he says is fucking stupid. And I says, I know a lot of white guys that love to bang black girls, but they hate black guys. Yeah. So I said, there's a lot of racist dudes out there that are like that, And he was just like, he didn't know. I says, dude, I follow politics pretty hard, dude. So I said, you're not going to get one by me. Yeah. I says, I understand that Biden ain't no better, but I says, Trump, dude, I says, man, we're going through a crisis right now to where if there was, the guy could have stopped this shit.
The thing is this, you're right, but the thing with there's been no like solid decisions made. Like it's almost like he's scared to make a decision, right? Like a solid decision, whether it's good or bad. Like he won't make it, and then he just wants to talk shit about people, Fauci, other governors. Like it's like, bro, like you're like listen, what does the man of the house do? What does the quarterback on the team do? What is
but he's ownership. But that's the thing is that this guy's different than. Let me tell you, bro, this dude's different than anybody I've ever seen.
And he gets support.
Because let me tell you why. He's a going against the grain type of dude, man. When I say he goes against the grain, dude, he goes against the grain.
Yeah.
If you say the sky's blue, he's like, no, it's not. It's purple, dude. And he's gonna argue his point that it's purple, man.
And the next day he'll say, I didn't say that.
Yeah. But that's what we're dealing with right now. So
anyways, your boys, you support it?
So if my boys did, I would support my boys kneeling if they wanted to kneel. Yep.
I would too. I would too, man.
Yeah, because the thing is that I understand that sports and all these different things are they're important to these kids. But did you know that my cousin, his name is Joey Thomas, he was the coach for Rainier Beach. Mm-hmm. His kids kneel. He was the coach. His kids kneel every game.
Wow, good, man. Good for them, man.
But that's the thing is that it's kind of like, if you want people to stop kneeling for that reason, and you want these people to go home with these protests, there's one thing you can do. And I asked that guy, that Trump guy at Walmart. We had a really good discussion, and he didn't know nothing about Obamacare. He thought Obamacare was a welfare recipient program, whatnot. And I told him, bro. Yeah. And after we had this conversation, he was like, man, he says, I'm going to go look it up. I says, man, it's your right, because politicians, what they do is they make us go against one another because there's money involved.
Yeah.
I says, what they're going to do is they're going to try to make you seem so different from me and me so different from you, so we're arguing about something and they're making a profit off of what we're arguing about. Yeah. I says, fuck them. I said, fuck the rich and fuck the poor. Fuck the motherfuckers that want to lay on the side with it, that are capable of getting up off their ass and doing it, that's fucking over the system. Fuck them. And you got the rich who we never look at, these motherfucking 1%ers. We need to go after these guys too. Yep. Don't get me started on this.
Hallelujah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I believe, and that's the thing, man. I tell when I have these conversations sometimes with people, I always say, listen, man. I said we might not have the same views, but I can almost 99.9% of the time guarantee we all want the same things.
We all want the same things, bro.
We all want the same things in life, dude.
We all
and
want
for
the same.
some reason, you're this party, I'm this party, or whatever, and we can't agree that we want the same things when we actually want the same things.
We want the same things.
It's nuts.
We all want the same things, and then
I asked somebody about Trump, right? I said, hey, I kind of made a hypothetical. I was joking. I said, hey, man, did you see that Trump was on? They found some flight logs from Epstein's flight, and Trump was on there a few times, man. Because they were talking about, oh man, all these people, or no, whatever about the child, which is fucking disgusting, right? And I said, I didn't know that. I said, yeah. You're talking all this about all these guys. So now what are you gonna do when it's time to vote for this guy? Now you know it's coming out, and they're like, well, I'm still gonna vote for him. Yeah, they don't care, dude. They don't care.
No, nobody cares. It's about
crazy.
Pointing the finger. Like the whole Epstein guy. Did you know that Mar-a-Lago? What is it? Mar-a-Lago. He was a member. Him and Trump are boys, man.
I know, don't let Trump fool you. Trump's fooling
people. But did you know why? Did you know why they kicked him out of there?
Why?
Because he came on to one of the golfers' daughters, that underage daughters that was there, so they had to boot him out.
Oh wow.
2007, 2004, one they had boot him out because this guy, that's what he was doing. The dude was a fucking freak, man.
Hell yeah.
And that's the thing is that that's where we are, man. That's where we are. So I'm surprised the chick's still alive.
No kidding, dude.
You know, because she's
wild,
good.
Man.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Because the president came out and he said to the reporter that he wishes her the best. I never seen the president ever wish anybody the best.
Dude, that was ridiculous. And listen, man, you may want to wish her the best. Come on, bro. Like we all know PR, right? Public relations 101.
Nah, man. Fuck that, bro. Listen.
What I'm saying is,
you know how much. Let me
finish. What I'm saying is, he knows. Like he should know how to conduct a conversation, an interview, especially as a president, about something like that.
No, he doesn't.
No, I'm saying he should.
Yeah.
No, I know he doesn't. Obviously,
right.
I'm saying he should. Second, he did a second interview, and somebody asked him the same question. He had a chance now to backtrack a little bit, like, he said it again. The dude's clueless, man. And he's leading us.
Can I go now?
You can go now.
Dude, you know how much I love Bill Cosby. But after that shit goes down, I'm not going to say I wish him the best. Yeah. It's like, man, you fucked up, man. You got to live. What you going to do?
No, listen, man. Hey, we're going to figure out what the fuck's going on. But whatever this person did, they need to be held accountable to the full extent of the law.
Now, if me and Bill Cosby was in there together and he was going down and asked me, I was like, man, I wish him the best. Because I ain't going, some shit,
Yeah, dude. Man, that's wild, man.
Yeah. So
well, that's cool, man, about supporting your kids in that, and I definitely would too. I wonder how that would be taken in our community.
Well, that's the thing
there's times, honestly, bro.
Well,
there's times where I feel like I believe like I stand every time, but there's times where I feel like I 110% believe what they stand, what they're dealing for, what they're doing, and what is wrong with our system, where I'm like, man, I'm not going to stand for this, man. I'm gonna kneel. And I do it because I don't want to cause a scene, but I'm just like, half time I'm like, I want to do it, man, because I believe in that. And I believe our system is so flawed that we need to keep raising awareness for it.
Right.
One thing I want to say, though, about all the protest stuff, because the protests are still going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to figure out, and I may have missed it, like what the objective is. Like, what do they want exactly accomplished? And then some action steps to get there. I think it's the one thing that's getting lost right now in this. Is like we're protesting, we're doing all these great things. But okay, what now? What are we asking for? And what are some steps you think are there to get to the end result? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that we're not getting there. We're still protesting. And
the black people are still out there. They want police reform. That's it.
Yeah.
They'll go home after that.
Yeah.
Then after they go home, you have a lot of people out there that are still out there that are doing all these different things. And you got people say it's Antifa. No, it's just a whole bunch of white dudes that's just tired of the shit, dude. That's just what it is. It's just white friends, Mexican dudes.
There's some people hijacking the protests.
Yeah, there is. But
that happens with everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is that you have, if they want people to go home, you do police reform. You basically they're not asking a whole lot either, dude. They're just asking
You realize there's not much.
You shouldn't be able to lie in your report, dude, and not be penalized or be suspended or even be fired for. Why would you lie on your police report?
That's the thing, man. I think that, and one thing that really bothers me, guys, and whoever's out there who listens to our show, man, one thing that really bothers me is not that Blue Lives Matter. It's the fact that Blue Lives Matter was a direct result of Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? So that bothers me because that's not done in like pure, genuine like heart, right? It's done in spite, you know? And the thing is this too, is we need Blue Lives Matter movement to call out all the bad cops. We continue to like act like all cops are good.
And that's part of the reform.
It is part of the reform, right? And that's what I'm talking about. Like, why don't we? That should be the biggest thing right now, and that should be the biggest thing that good cops are talking about right now. Like, listen, I agree with what these people are protesting for. These cops that are doing these things have no place being in my precinct doing policing with me. 2 is police unions. Police unions, bro. It's like they should be fighting. They shouldn't want this stuff neither. But it's almost like police unions, they really do. They defend these type of actions. They defend them, right, to keep them on the force. They really do, bro. And that's the thing that's really disheartening, too, is because they defend it and excuse it. Many police, and not all situations, but many police, there's no repercussions for a lot of the stuff, man. Like if there's an incident you're involved in, there's an investigation. We put you on a paid leave as we investigate. And the truth is, the majority of stuff that they do, they're protected by the law.
Right.
So then there's no repercussion.
Right.
So why are no wonder why people are getting fucking pissed off, dude.
Well, that's the thing is, he's speaking on the Blue Lives Matter.
You know, and listen, man, I believe Blue Lives Matter. But I don't like it as the direct result of Black Lives Matter.
I don't like the fact that you're saying Blue Lives Matter. I just think Blue Lives Matter is a bunch of bullshit, bro.
Because we know.
No, the reason why I say that is because there's black people that are in, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because Christopher Dorner.
Yeah.
Christopher Dorner was a guy who went to college, went to the military, got out of the military, and he went to LAPD to change things. Yeah. And he had a way of carrying himself because the military taught him how to carry himself like a man, and what's right, what's wrong, and he caught himself up doing the righteous thing, and in the long run, he got screwed because he was doing the right thing
against a brotherhood, against
a brotherhood.
Union.
You got to break that union. I can tell you, if they break the police union and reform right now, if they break that right now, America's crime will drop like you wouldn't believe, because in a lot of the inner cities, they're afraid to talk to the cops. They're afraid because the cops would be like, yeah, what's his name ratted on you? Derek ratted on you. So I just call up, hey, bro, Derek's the one that ratted me out because the cops told me riot on him.
Yeah.
Derek's no longer a witness now.
Well, what I think, too, is it's just so much, like, man, dude, I think if we get to the root of this, just follow money, you know, and I think that there's so much money involved in policing, even in a wrong way. More convictions, more, like, everything adds up, and at the end of the day, it's money, right? I just believe, like, there's not really any reason to fix anything if they're making a lot of money. I think there's money made.
Yeah, I know. I know that word.
I just heard on. So like, I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast today, man. I'm telling you guys, like, Joe Rogan's a shit. First off, man, how he interviews and his beliefs, man. Like how he can have an interview with somebody. Like he's had interviews with people that I don't necessarily like, but then I'll listen to his interview and I'm like, you know what? I can kind of understand these people because he has an interview in a way that is a great conversation. Like I may not know the answer, but I want to learn. I'm always on this kick to learn new things. But he had two guys on that work with the Innocence Project, and it basically what that is is helping people that have been convicted of crimes and are on the death penalty get off on their charges if they're innocent. And it's mind-blowing how corrupt. Like, I don't even call it the justice system anymore. It's not like, if you really do your research, guys, it's not providing justice, right? It's not providing justice when we're consistently putting innocent people behind bars. It's not providing justice when we're putting people, like they said, 700,000 cases of marijuana offenses and people put in jail for marijuana offenses last year. 700,000? Like, we got, for a non-violent crime, and on top of that is legal in many states. It's ridiculous, bro. We've got to just, the whole system needs major. We're getting deep, man. The whole system needs
so
major.
why do you think the system's like that? Like, why do you think it's about giving these? Why do you think about giving these petty little, misdemeanors that can be considered somewhere else? Why do you think they're locking these people up?
Man, dude, I don't know, honestly, but I think that we're locking people up because the people that are prosecuting these cases are trying to get right. How do they move up the chain? How do they move up the ladder? By prosecuting a lot of people and proving their cause doing good, right? I really don't understand why, but I know it affects predominantly inner cities, minorities, disproportionately,
Right.
And on top of that, probably more than that, is poor people. No matter what color you are, if you're poor, you're being affected negatively by a system that's corrupt.
Well, bro, that's everything that you said. That's cool, but those ones are on the surface. What's going on is when they're prosecuting these people, there's not enough cotton being picked.
Yeah.
And the reason I say there's not enough cotton being picked is that you have these corporations that are affiliated with these prisons that are in the stock market and they're losing money.
Dude,
so there's not enough cotton being picked. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like we got to get enough people into the system.
Privatize prisons.
Privatize these. Make sure that they get here, and so they can basically make these. It used to be where they just made license plates and they went out and they worked on roads and shit. Now they got corporations in these prisons when that's not where prisons should be.
Yeah.
So you have these.
What we should do, man. Like, this is what we should do in prisons, bro. Honestly, like, if we really wanted to inflict change in a positive way, what we should do, bro, honestly, is when people go to prison, man, is we need to educate these people. We need to get them the help they need, and what we need to do is start training them for a trade and a job. And we need to create programs, and there may be programs out there that I'm unaware of, but this needs to be a massive 50 states do this, where we teach trades and professions to inmates, so when they have a program when they come out, it helps them place them in a job somewhere in the country. Give these people opportunities, man.
Right,
seriously, right? That's things that we need to. I'm just saying that big scale. That's things we need to do
to a certain point, because you want to basically help those. You want to help those before they get prosecuted or anything like that, to have that opportunity, because
that too. But I'm saying
right. Well, you want to.
When people are go to prison, right? Many times, not always, it's just a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of having.
I agree.
So what you need to do, so we want to give. What's the word I'm looking for? We want people to rehabilitate in prison, right? We don't want them to. We don't want them to reoffend. We want them to come back. So what I'm saying is, we need to create programs that are actually helping these people, instead of we're doing nothing for them. So guess what? They get out. They're a convicted felon. They can't even get a minimum wage job. They're left with not many options, bro. So they're gonna repeat and probably be back again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when they get there. We gotta have programs to help people like that.
But that's the thing is that you're looking for more government. You're looking for more government in a world.
No, I don't more government. Just the right government and programs that are beneficial to people.
Right. But the thing is that when you live in America, we're capitalism.
I agree.
We're based on capitalism.
That's why we don't care. That's why we don't care that we have the largest prison population in the world.
Yeah.
That's why we don't care.
Well, that's the thing is that when you got government, which was prisons, and you have capitalism who's running those businesses, it's a win-win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The government's getting what they want, and the capitalism's getting what they want too. Kind of like the NCAA, like for football and shit.
Oh, dude, we gotta have a show on NCAA. They're crooks, dude.
We need to get back to it, man.
We're gonna get on that. Hey, this is what we gotta do, though.
Hey, do you think somebody's gonna die from the corona in sports this year?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? There ain't gonna be no football season, bro. You hear about Patrick Mahomes getting ready to step out?
Did he really say that?
He's talking about it.
Oh, that's not good. Man, this is the thing. Man, the coronavirus, dude. What to believe, man? What to believe? Hydroxychloroquine. Is that the answer? This is the conundrum with that. So I've been doing a little bit of reading on hydroxychloroquine, the benefits of that with the coronavirus. And you know who fucked it all up? Was Donald Trump saying to take it. He believes in it, right? Because what he does is, whether it's good or bad, if it's good for you, which I think it actually has some benefits, right? Is that people that are anti?
He's a Trumper.
people that are anti-Trump, they want nothing to do with it now because Trump said it. That's where we're at. But some of the stuff I'm reading says that if early stages of the coronavirus, if you do take hydroxychloroquine and I think zinc, that it actually is really beneficial for defeating the coronavirus. Later stages, if it's already advanced, it's not going to help at all. My point is that Trump said it was good is not, it was a bad thing. Because people, just in spite of Trump, because people don't believe this guy and think he's an idiot, they're not going to try it. And then on top of that, he endorsed that one. Did you see that lady, those doctors that came out in the white coats and they talked on the Capitol Hill talking about, and they had that Nigerian doctor.
Yeah, I didn't see him, but I heard about.
She's like the demon sperm doctor, like she's
the alien. She's like alien's blood or something.
So then another thing, he comes out and endorses them, and then he researches that doctor, and you're like, dude, she's fucking crazy, dude.
We're in the Twilight Zone, bro.
We're in the Twilight Zone, man.
That's like, I think I'm in a car accident and I'm in a coma right now. I'm gonna come out. I'll be like, let me tell you, man. I was in that coma for a long time, man. What the fuck happened? Listen, Donald Trump became president, and man, it was crazy. And I'll be like, what?
Dude. And then you just tell him everything that's happened this year.
Yeah,
bro. Listen. I try hard, man. I try hard to live in the present, dude. Like live today and what's going on in my life now. But dude, I'm so, and I can't be the only person saying this right now. I'm so looking forward to 2021. I'm just hoping to get through this shit, keep everything I have, keep my job, move forward, and get to the next year where I can get back to some normalcy and continue to grow my little mini empire that I have, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell, man? I think. I mean, do you feel like that too, in a sense?
Well, 2021, I think Trump's going to be a little more. He's going to be more crazier than he is.
You think he's going to be president?
Yeah, he's going to be president.
I just read today.
He's going to be president because he's going to be president, man. He's got a plan to do it, man.
He's repeating what he did in 2016.
Oh no, not even that, dude. Like, did you see what he's done with the Postal Service?
What he did?
He's cutting their hours. He's doing all this stuff where he's holding the Postal Service back so they can't get the
ballots.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's a wrap, man. Trump won't just be the president for 2021. He's gonna be the president for the next 10 years until he dies.
People are saying. I don't believe that'll happen, but I can see him trying to do it because only reason I say this is because he's a power hungry dude. He's like such a narcissist and power hungry person where I can see him just.
And this is the crazy part, that is right now he's race baiting right now. Be careful because he might do it.
He's done the most for he's done the most for black people ever.
He might do a 180. He might even go hardcore after he has nothing to lose. Like, come on, let me tell you. Let me forget you skinheads. I just did it to trick you. Come here, listen here. He's gonna kick his wife out. What was the chick's name that was up in there? Amorosa, come here. That's my real wife. Let me tell you, Kanye, that's my brother. Let me tell you. You never fucking know, dude. This dude's I don't know, man. I'm to the point I don't even really give a fuck anymore, man.
I really don't care. I don't like the craziness that's going on, but I really don't care. I just want to get back to normal. I don't care who's president. But what I did read today, though, is there was a guy. He's a professor. I don't know what his profession is, but he's predicted every right president since like early 2000s. Mm-hmm. and he predicted Biden to win. He hasn't got one wrong, so I don't know.
Well, since I've been alive, I was on point until Hillary. I lost. You want me to tell you who's going to be the next president? I think Trump's going to win, but he's predicted not to win. And I think that he.
I don't believe polls, though, right? Polls
you can't believe polls. So Biden's the front runner, just like Hillary was. You know why Hillary lost?
Why?
Comey, the one they talk about, the FBI agent. Yeah. Republicans hate him, but he's the reason why Trump became president, because he put out that fucking report 10 days before the election when she was winning, and numbers drastically changed, right? Nobody knows about that, or they forgot about that shit.
About it. There's been so, like, honestly, I don't even know how you can keep up with this stuff. There's been so much craziness with this whole presidency. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Honestly, man, I don't know what the hell to think.
So if these two people weren't running for president, what other person would you want to beat? Don't say The Rock.
Honestly, I would vote for The Rock in a heartbeat. I think The Rock can be.
What the fuck does The Rock know, dude?
Dude, he just seems like he's a good, honest dude, and he's a big, strong guy, and he's got good leadership qualities, man.
Yeah, full of steroids. What the fuck?
It don't matter.
He's like, steroids for everybody.
The Rock is the shit, dude. Come on.
I like The Rock,
Anyways,
man.
no, there's two guys that I would have voted for Bernie Sanders this year.
You know,
I would have, because I really think that he's. Listen, some of his things may seem a little far-fetched for some people, but they're really not. Listen, and the thing is, just because he has
tree-hugging liberal,
just because he has these beliefs where he wants to get to here, doesn't mean he's going to get there. But guess what? We can meet in the medium, which would be beneficial, and we'd be better off. But he's been consistent, man. We've been
on politics, bro, for a minute.
We're on politics, dude. This is supposed to be a dad podcast, man. Anyways, there's two guys, Andrew Yang, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is not going to run again. Obviously, he's too old. I hope Andrew Yang runs again, and he's got my vote. Unless something changes big time, I think he's just a solid dude. Yeah, that's what. What about you, man? Oh, listen, man. Kamala Harris, if she's vice president, I don't think she's honest.
You think she's honest?
No, man.
I think
the funk.
I think that she's a California deep politician, and they're pretty corrupt. But I think she's better than that fucking Pence, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So hey,
yeah.
And the thing is, it's all new song and dance, dude. They dance to a new tune, whatever it is, to get the vote. I really don't give a shit, you know. That's why I like Bernie Sanders so much, is that every time he lost so many times and he got bashed so many times, but he never changed his stance on a lot of that stuff, dude. That's why I was like, dude, I can get down with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a new song and dance just to get the black vote, just to get the brown vote, just to get the poor vote, just to get the rich vote, to get the white vote. It was just always consistent, man.
He was there with Dr. King and Lewis, bro.
Man, powerful, bro.
He was there with Dr. King and Lewis, and he never brought that shit up.
Powerful, bro. Powerful.
You know, and the whole deal is that he's, there's a lot of those people that were out there were a lot of Jewish people that were whites that did the ride along, but they were considered white, but they were Jewish.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the Jewish community is deep in America, and they have a lot of power all the way up, and they support a lot of the Black Lives Matter type situation, which makes things a lot easier for the black community and whatnot. But it's not just those. If you're White Lives Matter, that's cool as shit, man. If you're a Latinos Lives Matter, that shit's cool, man. Do what you got to do. But that Blue Lives Matter, I just don't like the fact how that is brought up because
dude, listen, man, like we know. It's just so disrespectful, bro. So disrespectful, man. And the thing is this, that the Blue Lives Matter, how that started was just, look how it started. It was done in spite, dude. It was just so disgraceful. And, dude, cops should be embarrassed by it, bro. Because what started the fucking movement was police brutality. And then you start a Blue Lives Matter, you know, in spite of Black Lives Matter. And then you're promoting the Blue Lives Matter. It just seems like, well, no shit, dude. But it looks like you're giving a pass to why it even started, bro. The bad cops that do bad shit. And turn a blind eye to it. But hey, I want to get off this though.
Have you ever thought about picking like a midget up? It's like a little midget. I've always wanted to pick a midget up, dude, bro. No. I don't know if you're supposed to say midget. I always wanted to pick a little person up just to pick him up.
Remember when we went to? Hey guys, we went to. So our boys, my oldest son's senior year, his son's junior year, we went to California in the summer for basketball tournament in the summertime for the high school. And I remember we went down to Venice Beach, man, and that was one of the funniest things, man. Venice Beach was with a bunch of high school kids from Eastern Washington, a town of 20,000 people. Half the team was Mormons, right? Yeah. And then we go to Venice Beach, and Venice Beach is wild. And that was fun. But that happened where one of the kids on the team almost got beat up by a midget. There's a whole group of midgets. Got a group. But I don't know if we're supposed to say midgets, man. Little people. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, that was funny. We'll have to get into that sometime. But, hey, I wanted to get on something before we get out of here. So, Anthony, we're going to get on off politics. So, how's your fitness? How's your fitness journey going right now? I know you and I are both on a kick.
It's going pretty good, man. It's going pretty good. I'm down 8 pounds.
Bam.
I've been just doing my
down 4.
My
4 pounds.
My jogging. I've been doing my jogging. I've been lifting. I need to back off my lifting if I want to lose some weight. And I've been
that's lean muscle. It's okay.
But I've been fasting, and I eat 1 meal. I've been eating 1 meal a day.
Hell with that.
And it works for me, Yeah. But it's one of those things as to where it was like get up in the morning, I just drink coffee and water, and I fast for about like 20 hours a day. Today, last 2 days I did 24 hours where I close not 24, 20 hours.
Bro, 20. I eat every 3 hours, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's just. I fast for let me say about 18 hours most of the time, but then the last 2 days have been about 20 hours. But yeah, man, I feel pretty good doing it, man. I feel good. So I'm down 8 pounds, but more than anything, what I want to do is I want to get back to doing the David Goggins type challenge where you run a mile. Yeah. Every mile.
We just gotta challenge each other. You're supposed to join my group I got going, which is going. Just so you know, you're supposed to join. I want an accountability group of people that were just pushing each other. Right. Why you leave me hanging?
Because I thought that I was going to be the following week, and
well, you can hop.
You
on.
can tell I didn't get no sleep last night. You can
hop on this Sunday to the call, buddy.
I'll hop on this Sunday, man.
You know what's crazy, man? So I'm on the kick too, right? I'm just trying to get a little bit healthier. I'm 40 in 6 weeks, and just trying to drop a few pounds. I'm a little heavier this year than I like to be, but I was in the gym the other day talking to a buddy of mine who I've known for many years in the gym, and I hadn't seen him for a lot of months. And it was coronavirus and all this stuff, so I thought, whatever. But anyways, he came in and a little bit smaller. He had broad shoulders, big arms, and I just thought like, wow, man, maybe this guy was sick or just hasn't been working out, just this crazy time. Anyways, long story short, we were bullshitting, and he's like, yeah, man, I had a heart attack. And he's probably, I don't want to say, probably early 50s, younger, not too old, man. And I thought he was joking at first. And I'm like, shut up. And he's like, no, man, April 1st, 1st April, I had a heart attack, man. And this is crazy to me, dude, because he's a fit guy, looks good, takes care of himself, and you just never know, and I think that's why it's important that we just strive, dude, and working out, take care of ourselves, eat right the majority of the time, not all the time. You got to live. Make sure mentally we're good. I think mentally sometimes we neglect that part of ourselves, our health. That can affect our weight. That can affect how we feel. Can affect all these things. So there's a lot of things we have to do. But it's another of those things for me that really put things in perspective.
Right. Well, I think things for me, bro, would be more like me. I hate stretching. Yeah. I hate stretching.
David Goggins, 2
hours. David fucking Goggins, bro. You haven't read the book?
No,
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Start that in about 2 weeks.
In the book, dude, he talks about how his body breaks down and he thinks that he's done. And the people at home listen because you think that your body. He says he got these knots. He said he had a knot. He had a knot on his head, and he says that basically when he was in Naval SEAL training, whatnot, they brought a guy in, and this guy was just known for like doing these amazing things, and the guy says his stretching is what he did. So he said he had like these knots on his body, And he says he's like 40.
Figure out
why this guy was going on. Yeah, they couldn't figure out anything with him. And he said that he went to go stretch and he couldn't even get his leg to like bend.
Yeah.
He says when he sat down to go do like an Indian, he would roll over. He couldn't do that.
Wow.
So he said he started stretching. He says that he couldn't even run like he couldn't even run a mile.
I think it was called the psoas. Is that what they call it?
It might be, dude. But he says he started stretching like 12 hours a day starting off. He started doing all these different things. Now he says he runs faster than he did when he was in his 20s.
Yeah, he's legit, dude. Like David Goggins is the man, dude. If y'all haven't checked him out, which I heard of him years ago, and I never even.
This motherfucker, dude. Yeah, he'll make David Goggins will make you. He'll change your life, bro, if you really listen to the stuff, because he does a thing with physical, but he does more with that person, that inner person. He calls it the governor.
Yep. Just all mind, bro. Like that's
all mind.
That's the thing that I've been in search of too, is just how to unlock the power of your mind, just to get to new heights in everything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
In my spiritual life, my physical, my mental, all these things. It's all, everything's right here. And if we can figure out a way to tap into that and just unleash, man, there's so much more capabilities in there. Everything we do, every single thing we do, fitness. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's
He says we only use 40% of our capabilities, and he says he's like, yeah, it's something I just made up, but it makes so. You listen to this guy.
There's only 40% that we use. You get that 60 out of you. But that's the thing is that when and he kind of like gets into the whole mind, because he's a religious guy.
Yeah.
The stuff that he goes to, I didn't think that he was a religious guy. But the thing is that this is it, D. With the governor that he talks about is that you have yourself, but then you have another person in your head that's telling you, it's time to go home. Hey,
yeah, man,
let's do this. Hey, go ahead and sleep in. Go ahead and sleep that. And the other thing in your head is God.
Yeah.
So the whole deal is that you have a conversation with this other person all the time. It's your closest companion. It's your closest.
It's true,
companion.
bro.
It's your
a lot
closest.
of the shit he says, bro, like literally is stuff that I have done in my head. So I'm like, holy shit, dude.
But the thing is that this person that's in the person who you are is battling against this person that has these memories. Mm-hmm. And the memories that this holds on in your head aren't the best memories. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
And then at the same time, you have God in there.
I think we all like.
We all have it. I mean, I guess if you're a schizophrenic, you got more than one. I
think he has such a raw and real way of explaining it, where it hits a little differently, because it's not sugar coated. It's not. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it just is like, fuck, dude, I really can relate to it, because I've dealt with that. I've heard that. I deal with it. Like, some of the shit he said, man, is literally stuff that exactly things that I've thought, or I hear, or I fight against, or I want to do. It's crazy, bro. He has a unique way, and I think that's why he's so successful. He's so unique, man.
Yeah, he has a way that he does things right.
We got to get David Goggins on the show.
We need to get David, and we need to talk about Itzler. We need to talk about his. We should have talked about him today.
We'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things, like when you're in the gym and and you feel that burning sensation, and you know that you have one more or two more left, and you just throw it on the rack.
Yeah.
He's like, don't be a bitch. Man up, motherfucker. Fucking finish that shit out. You need to fatigue out. Even if let the weights fall off that bitch.
Yep.
You don't need a spot. That's the mindset that you have, to where he's a knuckle dragger. A knuckle dragger is what he calls himself, bro. And all of us got that dog in us. And I do. That's kind of like the best. When I used to lift weights, bro, the strongest and the best shape that I was in, it was with guys, they couldn't even lift closer to my weight.
Yeah.
But they were the best motivators. Like, you got one more?
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony's being a sucker today.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't being a sucker, motherfucker. Look, I got fucking 15 more. And it's just like that. It's just that motivator.
Hey man, who do you think's listening to our show right now? Who's listening for an hour to Derek and Anthony and the DNA? We appreciate.
I know
who's
who. You know one person that's listening. I know Lasia Powell. Rebecca Johnson.
Yes.
Who else? Bubba's caught up.
Yep. I like that, dude. Bubba, Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all you guys, man. This is random shit, freestyle.
Rebecca. She said
episode.
she folds clothes on Sundays and listen to us.
That's badass, dude. Thank you, Rebecca. Hey, we really do hope that we just continue to grow in this and get better in this. And we do have a lot of things planned for the future with this. That is just something that's unique, something that's different, something that people can relate to, and it's going to add value.
Right.
We've been through a lot of shit. We haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg of shit we've been through. Yeah. And we're just figuring out how to get all of it out in a good.
Right. We got to get out. We got to get out the lab, bro, and get out there, man. We got to get out the lab.
Okay, get out the lab. I don't know. We just got to bring people into the lab.
Man, we got to get out the lab, bro. We got to get out there and just touch motherfuckers, dude. You know?
Whoa, dude, you're going Biden on us, man.
I'm going. No.
You're going Biden. Dude, hey, I ain't riding with Biden.
You ain't riding with?
But I may be riding with Biden because I just don't like the other guy at all. It's almost like I don't go to the other guy just because he's caused so much division even amongst immediate family members. It's almost like just because of that, I'd go with somebody else.
Well, his niece says that the dad and those guys sit around and tell bad jokes and they say the N-word all the time. They say, they're racist.
Sure. Why are we back on this stuff again?
Because he's a crazy motherfucker.
Hey man, so you got anything else you want to hit to tonight? Yeah?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if we should even put this show down.
No, this show's going out, man.
Because we need to get on some real topics, bro.
This is just random. Hey, this is random. Derek and Anthony DNA conversation talks. Dad shit, real shit.
I didn't get much sleep last night, man. If you guys can tell, I'm not myself.
Hey, it's all good. And it's coming out.
I'm gonna go home and go to sleep because we do the show on Thursday nights. It's like Thirsty Thursday.
You know what's crazy?
What's up, bro?
We have, just so the audience knows out there, we have like probably our best conversation before or after the show.
Yeah.
Even last episode with Bubba, we talked for another 45 minutes after the episode. Amazing content. Honestly, man. Like that was stuff that should be aired, people could hear and listen to, and stuff that adds value. So it's kind of funny how we do that. We kind of get in here, we kind of get in our own head.
Yeah.
And after the episodes, man, we getting some good stuff. Real stuff, right? Like this.
We getting some real stuff, bro.
We gotta do a behind the scenes episode or something coming up, man. But
yeah.
So you got anything else? We good.
Man, I think we're good, man. Who you like? You like Jennifer Lopez?
Dude, don't even give me hit on this stuff. Man, no comment.
It's just like you got to do stuff that. Just
but stay tuned because we do have a list of some guests that'll be coming up in the upcoming episodes, man.
Man, I want Josh Minks.
Oh yeah, Josh.
Josh is like, fuck you guys.
We'll stay off the controversial topics.
Yeah, we won't get on the. He's just a dude. He's a smart dude, so it's good.
It would be nice to have.
I'm sleepy, bro.
It'd be nice to have Josh on because I think Josh is just such a good dude who does the job for the right reasons, man.
Man, he's a doctor at what he does.
Yeah,
I never heard of a motherfucker doctor in education. Hey, but I'm sorry, you guys out there, for my performance on the show tonight. I'm sleepy. I didn't get much sleep last night. Man, I'm getting ready to go home, man. That bed's calling me.
Dude, you're hilarious, man.
All right. Hey,
so Bubba said by the time this airs, hopefully we're at 200 subscribers. Bubba promised that we'd be at 200. So if not, get the follows up. We got 10 DNA shirts we're going to be sending out to 10 subscribers once we hit 200, man. We appreciate you guys.
You know what, man? We got to buy some more shirts, and we need to bring the people that were on the show back on and take a picture with the shirt.
Yeah. Hey, and what we do need is we do need some. Shoot us some ideas.
We're almost at 3,000 views, bro.
I know. Shoot us some ideas for topics. Some topic ideas for episodes. Maybe some guest ideas. We love any feedback y'all can give us, man.
We need to bring twins on, some hot ones. And twins, I love quarterbacks eating the dirt, chicks in shirt skirts, fans that won't quit. I'm tired, bro.
Oh, hey.
And I love you.
Hey, we're out of here. Peace. The lab, DNA, our legacy, our beliefs. Our show,
bro. How long
Stay
we go,
tuned.
man? We went over an hour, huh?
Yes, we did.
Man,